are streaming live. I'm going to give a couple seconds for all of these wonderful guests to check it out on Facebook, get it over onto their pages, listen at my voice. Hopefully you all see my video earlier today that I said we're going live tonight, and I apologize for the squeakiness, but tonight is our last episode of 2023. It is our December holiday party. If you were here last year, you know it was fabulous, and tonight's going to be even better. Don't you agree, Rona?
I absolutely agree.
Look at this great bunch we have, Rona. How did we get so lucky?
I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure my laptop. I'm not at home, so my laptop is being all weird. And
well, you keep doing that. So, of course, Rona's not at home. Nothing new. We'll come back to her and figure out where she's from. Let's start with Miss Kathy Phillips. You guys seen her earlier in the year. She is back tonight. Hey, Kathy.
Hey.
Now, I'm just going to start with saying it looks like you got a little something going on there.
I do. I'm baking tonight.
She's baking tonight. We all begged her and she said yes. Yeah. So we are going to hop in on that. Let's introduce everybody. And then Kathy, we're going to come back and we're going to hear what you're baking. And then we're going to talk about the games we're playing tonight. And it's going to be fun. So let's roll over to Steve real quick. Steve, remind everybody who you are.
Oh, sorry. I'm Steve. Hey, Lisa's brother. I'm the voice behind the Quilt Babbles a lot of the time, but I'm the director of marketing here at SewEndipitious. And yeah, so I've got my bling going, and I'm going to try to be all Christmassy and come out from behind the curtain.
Yeah, he's always the man behind the curtain for sure. Hopefully everybody's got your drinks up tonight. I should have said cheers right off the start. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. Oh, Kathy's got it good. Miss Melissa, remind everybody who you are and how they can find you.
Melissa Stretman, Osage Hills Retreat. We are in historic Osage County, Oklahoma, and online, osagehillsretreat.com.
There you go. And you were with us, last month, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We really roped you back quick, didn't we?
I'm excited.
Good. Mr. Brian, remind everybody who you are, what you do.
Good evening, everybody. Brian Waycaster here with Lewis and Irene Fabrics, and I run our U.S. division.
You're also serious at the minute, but you let the games begin. Let the games begin. I know.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, Miss Nancy.
Oh, it's my turn. Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy McNally of NancyMcNallyQuilts.com. You can find me on Facebook. My business site is Nancy McNally. Yeah, Nancy McNally Quilt. I didn't think about that for a second. And on Instagram, I'm like, wait, what is it? What is it? On Instagram, it's McNally Nancy. Reversed it. So yeah, I'm a designer and a pattern designer and a long arm quilter.
And an educator.
Oh yes, see, thank you. I am actually a national teacher, so.
This is the funny thing. I don't know what it is, but the minute you say you come on Quilt Babble, it's like your mind goes totally off. So guys, before we logged on tonight, half of us forgot what time we were supposed to be here. Several people are in not their normal time zone, i.e. Rona. Some of us logged in devices, logged back out, couldn't get back in. Some of us don't have a voice, but Kathy's got it going. Look what's happening back there. Kathy, talk to us real quick before we get into our game.
Okay, real quick. So this is a tradition. It was my mother from Italy. It sells. So they're these beautiful little waffle kind of cookies. So that's what, and I have a little waffle iron here. It's the Pizza Baker. And if I don't bake much, so if I can do it, you all can do it too. So this is a tradition, and so I do it once a year. And bon appetit. I think that's French.
We already have somebody, Scott commented. He said that looks like pizzelles. He knew exactly what you were making.
Right, Scott. Yeah, you're right. So there it is. See, and they're pretty little, like
they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
So it's an Italian cookie and she's talking French.
No, My mother just
Next
rolled
year we-
around in her grave right now. I can tell you about the public. Oh my gosh.
I
Next
love it.
We need to do this in person next year so we can all eat the cookies.
Oh,
There you
that's a
go.
good idea, Rona.
Yeah.
I better taste them first.
Rona, Steve and I have already hinted we need taste test, and you know Kathy's right here in Rock Hill. So technically, me, Brian, and Steve could get a little sample.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm
I'll
just
bring
saying.
No pressure.
But Rona and I can come down together because that is my hometown. So
That's
there.
true.
You all were here and left us.
Hey,
We were,
And they didn't take the cold weather with them when they left. They brought it, but they didn't take it with them.
No,
no, I did leave it with you. We have snow on the ground. Do you have snow,
Yeah.
Rona?
yeah, at home. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
snow.
at Fort
Yeah.
Wayne, yeah.
Melissa, we were so blessed I think it was, no, the week before. I spent this last week in bed. The week before, we had both Rona and Nancy in Rock Hill. So it was fabulous at SewEndipitious. Both of them taught classes. And then, of course, Brian popped in with fabric. And then the week after they left, we had Night with Santa. So we've all been so festive. So tonight is going to be no different, guys. Like we said last month, I've arranged the game tonight. None of these lovely people know anything about the game.
Hmm.
The only thing they know, hold on, I will tell you what they know. They know A, B, or C. That's it. They don't know anything else.
Mm-mm.
Now, we're going to split this bunch up into teams. And I've been trying to figure out how to do this. And I think since we've got two that's got blinking lights, they should be like the captains.
Yeah. Like it. Like it.
I'm just saying, I think it's perfect. So Steve's going to be a captain. Rona's going to be a captain. It really means nothing. We're just splitting teams. We're letting them pretend that they've got something.
I was
Okay.
already starting to sweat.
So let's figure out how to divide this up. We've got two people with quilts in the background. So Nancy and Melissa, we're going to put you over on Rona's team. And then we're going to have Brian and Kathy on Steve's team because Brian and
Okay.
Kathy used to work together, if I remember. So
Yes.
they should be
Correct.
great teammates already.
That's right.
Oh,
Fair?
The dream team is
There.
back, baby.
Oh, Lord. Steve, I don't know if you can control them.
I've
Okay. Here's the rules of the game. There's minimal rules. When you win nothing.
oh.
You get bragging rights. That's it. Well, maybe Kathy will send you a cookie. So
There you go.
tonight we're going to play a game called Brilliant or Bullshit.
Okay.
Or BS.
I mean, BS, sorry. Steve, you're the man behind the curtain. You're supposed to have the bleep. Brilliant or BS? I won't make that mistake. Maybe. Well, maybe not. Anyway, so how this is going to go is I am going to ask a question. It will be multiple choice. It will be assigned to one person on your team, but everybody answers. So when I ask the question, you take your A, B, or C, slide it to the side, because if you get things right, you can get points for your team if the other team botches. Now, when I ask a question, for example, if I went to Rona first and I asked the question, Rona is going to give me an answer. She's got to tell me the answer to the question and why and how she knows that answer. And then we have a special judge tonight that you all can't see yet.
Oh,
That is going to judge whether or not you are
Oh.
brilliant or full of BS. Do you all want to meet our special judge? Because she is dying to come on camera.
Please
of
bring her
course.
in.
Does anybody have any guesses?
Yes.
Someone that's
Lord.
okay, listen, it's somebody very popular, extremely popular in the quilt world. They've never been on Quilt Babble with us before.
Oh, well, never, I thought. now
Jenny
I-
Doan.
now I
You're
don't-
right, Steve. Jenny Doan.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, no.
Jenny Doan is going to tell you whether you're brilliant or whether you're full of BS.
that's hysterical.
oh my God.
Oh,
Everybody say whoop whoop for Jenny Doan.
Jenny down.
Missouri Quilt Star Quilt Company has never been so excited in their life. They don't even know how excited they are. So, Steve, that's hilarious. He did not know about this.
I didn't know. I just know you like Jenny Doan.
I love me some Jenny. So Jenny's got her touchdown hands up, whether you guys are brilliant or she's going to call BS. Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think so.
Jenny's pretty kind. Would she actually call BS?
Jenny
know,
would
right?
so call BS. Love me some Jenny. Okay, so to determine which team goes first, I've got a number selected between 1 and 10. Let's let both of our team captains guess the number without going over. Rona, 1 to 10.
6.
Steve,
Evan.
it was 6 on the nose. Rona, your team first.
Wow.
Before we get started, Kathy, tell us some ingredients that's in these cookies real quick, though.
Oh, it's very easy. It's eggs, sugar, flour, vanilla. I think that's it. Yes. And butter. And yeah, and baking
Of course,
powder.
they
That's
ought to
it.
be
What's
butter.
So
the
easy.
butter?
Butter. Very easy.
Now, did you say that you make the dough the night before?
I did. Yeah. 'Cause
That's
I like
good.
it to be a little bit colder because if not, it gets really doughy because it sticks in your hand.
Oh,
So
Love
yes,
it.
night before.
Is this a recipe you're willing to share with the rest of the world?
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome.
Perhaps in a cookbook.
oh,
Oh,
there you
go. Absolutely.
Melissa, give a
Will do.
shout out about your cookbook so they know what you're talking about. Do you want
Osage Hills Retreat is creating a retreaters cookbook. I think it's possibly the first ever in the world. And it will have recipes that are ideal for when you're on retreat. So many times people say, I bring this to every retreat or I go. So give me your recipes through mid-January.
was fabulous. Okay, Rona, as team
Wait.
captain, you got the number
Wait, real quick.
correct. Yeah.
Real quick, Scott wants to know, do you put anise in your pizzelles?
Yes, my mother always put anise in it. This one I didn't have any, so I put vanilla, but
oh, good.
my mother's recipe is anise. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to be real ignorant. What is anise?
It tastes like licorice, black
Licorice,
Oh,
Blech.
okay.
which is
Blech.
by the way.
Vanilla sounds so much better.
Licorice. Oh, oh.
Yeah, I'd rather have
God.
vanilla.
And a quick shout out, Shelly, I'm sure I'm going to botch her name, Blasi, Blasi. She'd actually recommended putting that recipe in the cookbook a little earlier. So
Fabulous.
great minds think alike.
I love it. I love it. Okay, Jenny's getting impatient. She wants to
Okay.
tell you whether you're brilliant or full of BS.
I'm ready.
Okay, Rona, on your team, who do you want to represent your team first on the first question?
Oh gosh, I think Melissa, because she's the most excited and raring to go.
Okay, I'll tamper it down.
Okay. I'm going to ask the question. Everybody remain quiet but Melissa, but you all lay your A, B, or C out so you can show your answer later. Melissa, I need to know the answer and how you know your answer is correct. Are you ready?
Mhm.
It's dark in here. I can't see. A hooker is a position in what sport? A, cricket, B, rugby, C, Aussie rules football. I'm going to repeat it because I know I've got scratchy voice. A hooker is a position in what sport? A, cricket, B, rugby, C, Aussie rules football. Everybody do your answer, and then Melissa's going to tell us the right answer and how she knows.
Thought this
I'm
was
going
be
to say
quilting.
A
Okay,
because
Melissa,
it just makes sense.
that's your reasoning that you know. Right off the bat, Jenny Doan says B some S. Now, I will say, everybody, I do not know the answers to these until after they answer. So you said A. If you're right, you get a point. If Jenny called BS and she's right, then me and Jenny get a point. Before I tell the answer, everybody show your answer. Okay, team captains, make sure you know who's got what, so you know what points you get. The answer is B, rugby.
Boom. Boom.
Good, Brian.
That's
So
exactly right. Oh,
Steve's team gets one. Lisa and Jenny gets one. Okay, Steve, who do you want to represent on your team first?
Let's see. Let's Brian, since he got the last one right.
now look, I can only guarantee you one correct answer, and then I've already used it. So just FYI.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Everybody get your ABCs ready. No one talk but Brian. Put your answers to the side. How many periods are there in a hockey game? What is with all these sports questions?
Exactly.
A, 2, B, 3, or C, 4? How many periods are there in a hockey game? Everybody do your answers. And then Brian, when you're ready, tell us the answer and tell us why you know that you're correct.
All right, it's absolutely B again. 3 periods, hockey game. I'm a hockey fan. You have to believe me. Carolina Hurricanes, go Canes.
Okay. Jenny says she thinks you're brilliant because she is believing what you're putting out. So she's going to believe the answer is B. Before we reveal the answer, everybody show your answers. Oh, got a bunch of B's going on. The answer's B.
Oh,
Woo! So no. Only Steve's team gets a point because they actually got it right. And then Jenny, Dawn, and Lisa gets a point because they got it right. The only way you could steal a point is if they get it wrong.
oh, now we know.
Now we know. Okay,
Now
Rona,
we know. Oh, okay.
who's representing?
Okay, let's do Nancy this time because Melissa did the first one.
Yay.
Okay,
This better not be sports.
I agree.
I agree too.
I'd rather have
too.
quilting
Where'd you
questions.
get these things
I know
from?
nothing about quilting.
I don't blame me. Blame NBC, ABC, whoever.
Okay.
Okay, Nancy.
Oh, no.
What organization was the forerunner of the United Nations? Jesus. A, International Council of World Affairs. B, League of Nations. Or C, Commonwealth of Nations. I'm repeating it again.
Thank you.
Which organization was the forerunner of the United Nations? Was it A, International Council on World Affairs, B, League of Nations, or C, Commonwealth of Nations? Everybody choose your answers and then no one speak. Nancy, give us your answer and why you know it.
I really have no clue. So I'm going to guess, is it A?
I'm telling you what. Jenny Dawn is calling B some S because you told her you don't know. You're missing the point. You got to be a good liar in this game.
Oh,
Answer it like you know what you're talking about. Okay, everybody show your answers. Nancy says A. Me and Jenny disagree. Oh, this is getting interesting. The answer is B, League of Nations.
oh,
Way to go, Kathy. You stole a point for your team. And so does Lisa and Jenny get one. That's-
okay, I was gonna say the League of Nations, but I didn't because that's from like the MC or the DCU universe, one of them.
That's
And
what I thought. I'm
Yeah,
like, there's no
right?
way it's B.
That's why I didn't pick it too, Rona. I thought that's some superhero thing.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
that's
It
it.
just sounded familiar. That's why I picked it.
Well, go Kathy.
It just shows you that her hat is not a
I
dunce
have
hat.
a
She's got it
question.
going on.
I have a
So,
question, Lisa.
yeah.
So since you're the MC of all this, are people watching allowed to play along and put their guesses in the guest box? in the chat?
110%. Yes. You all can, hey, until I call your answer, you can steal one of their answers. It's all good.
I can't see them.
So,
Scott, help me, Scott. You're
So
my
the-
friend.
Actually, Scott, I think it says I was thinking B, and I think he would have got that last question right. So
Oh,
He would have.
we need to send Scott the Zoom link and bring him on. So the score is Steve, Kathy, and Brian have 3 points. Me and my good pal Jenny don't. We got 3 points. That other team, 0. Remember, it's about bragging rights. Okay, before we go to the next question, which we'll go over to Steve, Kathy, show us what's in your hand.
I was paying attention to the game when I burnt the cookie.
think chocolate.
Oh my God.
No,
Oh.
some people would say it just got good and
That's
crispy.
good. Yeah.
I don't see smoke.
No.
I bake only once a year.
So Kathy, do you spray the little cookie maker with?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that the one that's got the flour in it, or is it just like a Pam spray?
It's just an oil spray. I
Gotcha.
don't know that there's a flour one. That sounds interesting.
I didn't know
Yeah.
if you needed it.
Can
Don't
you use
burn
a
the
regular-
cookie.
I know I'm paying attention right now. Okay, it's good.
Can you use
Okay.
a regular
Whoever
waffle
loses gets
maker?
those half.
What'd you say, Brian?
I said whoever loses gets the burnt ones.
I'll ship them to you.
That's right. That's right. Okay,
Stefan
so
would like to buy a vowel.
who wants to buy a vowel?
Stefan, he wants to buy a vowel.
That's funny. Okay, it's back to Steve's team, is that right?
I think so.
Okay, who's representing Steve?
Well, you know, Kathy got the last one right. Let's give this one back to her again.
Oh, no. Quick. I gotta get
Wait a minute.
serious.
Steve hasn't had to play Brilliant or BS yet. Okay, Kathy, he says you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, stuff I don't know. The Berlin Wall came down in what year?
Is
Oh,
this trivial?
No, it's Brilliance or BS. Okay,
I would
A-
say 1982.
Wait
Whoa,
for the
whoa,
answer.
whoa.
Wait for the answers.
wait.
Oh,
A, 1983,
Oh.
B, 1985, or C, 1989. A
A,
is 83, B is 85, and C is 89. Everybody remain quiet. Slide your answer to the side. Kathy, give us the answer and make us believe that you know what you're talking
oh
about.
yeah, because it's 1983 because my mother gave me a piece. They gave them away in, you got a piece of Berlin Wall. And I remember that on Christmas Day in 1983, I got a piece of Berlin Wall.
1983. What answer was that, Kathy? What letter?
A.
A. Okay, she's saying A, and Jenny Doan is gonna say you're brilliant. She's buying what you're putting down. Everybody else, show your answers.
Oh, there.
Okay. The answer is 1989.
I was
Hey.
totally making it up.
I got married.
Hey,
It was still
I worked
August
with her. I knew
19.
she was full of it on that one.
I know, right?
Okay, show your answers again so we know.
Yes.
Me and Steve, baby.
Okay, but
Oh.
nobody on Rona gets to steal, right? Because none of y'all got it right. So no points for anybody. Jenny, believe Kathy. Very good lying, Kathy.
Thank
I was
you. I did
believing
get a
you.
piece, but I didn't know what year it was, but they did give you pieces. It
Did
came
you
in
get a
little
piece?
bag. I did get one, but I couldn't remember what year, so I just made up the year.
I love it. So
Well, she got the right decade. Come on.
that, well, that's how you play the game is you sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. Okay, Rona, on your team, who's representing?
Well, I guess me, because I'm the haven't gone yet. So
Okay, here we go. Which famous artist is known for cutting off his own ear? A, Picasso, B, Van Gogh, C, Monet. The answers is A, Picasso, B, Van Gogh, or C, Monet. Everybody be quiet. Put your answers to the side. Rona, when you're ready to tell us, give us the answer and how you know.
well, I remember the story very clearly about him burning his ear off, and it had something to do with his girlfriend and Lady Love after he had, and then he did a self-portrait with the burnt ear and all that. So I think it's right. It's A, Picasso.
Okay. Me and Jenny, we don't know art, but since you're the traveling quilter, Jenny is believing you, even though Lisa didn't know it was burned. I thought it was cut. So you're saying A, Picasso. We're going to say brilliant. Everybody show your answers. Oh, only one other A. Oh, you're wrong, Rona. It's B. It's B. Van Gogh. So
Van
See,
Gogh.
I was about 50-50 on
I was too.
A. That's why it took me a second. I'm like, oh crap, I can't remember now.
So Steve, Kathy, and Ryan, they get a point. They're in the lead. They've got 4 points. Lisa and Jenny got 3. And Nancy, Rona, and Melissa have 0. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Nancy and Melissa picked B.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
We did.
unfortunate. Hey, Kathy, so you was just rolling. So you roll it like a ball before you put it on?
Just rolling it on. Yep.
Is that about an inch ball? Is that what you're doing?
Yep. It says a tablespoon, so I do about an inch.
And then you just press it and go.
I'm pressing the gun. Pay attention.
Well,
Yeah.
what can I say? Did Scott answer that? Is anybody watching Facebook? Did Scott get it right?
Becky answered it and she got it correct.
Way
Yes.
to go, Becky. Rona's team might be recruiting new members soon. Okay, Steve, I guess you're representing for your side this time.
I guess so if I have to.
You're going to get it, I'm sure. Okay, guys. In Greek mythology, who is the god of war?
Oh, gee.
A, Apollo, B, Hades, C, Ares. I'm going to repeat them again. In Greek mythology, who is the god of war? A, Apollo, B, Hades, C, Ares. And that's Ares. Sorry for my voice. Everybody segregate your answers. No one speak. Steve, give us the answer and tell us why you absolutely know what you're talking about.
Well, the answer is B. I used to be a huge Greek mythology person back in the day. And if I remember correctly, Apollo was the son of Zeus, so he was not the god of war. Yes, Ares, I can't remember what they did, so I am going with B.
B. Okay, hold on. Me and Jenny got to talk about this. Y'all talk amongst yourself.
Hey, Melissa. Hey, Rona.
Okay, me and Jenny have conflicting because as his sister, I don't remember any Greek stuff, but of course I was never allowed to be around him because I was the pesky little sister. He does like sci-fi stuff. I'm going to go with Jenny says brilliant. that B, Hades, is correct. Everybody show your answers. Oh God. It's BS, guys. It is C. Rona's team steals the points.
My husband
Kathy.
if I got that wrong.
Kathy is
I'm
like,
a guesser.
how did you know it, Kathy?
I just guessed.
I can tell you why I knew the answer.
Yeah, you and Nancy, I think, got it right, didn't you?
I used to be a huge fan of the movie Clash of Titans, and I did used to know some stuff about Greek mythology, but I do not remember Ares at all.
Well, Hades was the god of the underworld. So yeah, and Ares was the god of war. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rona, how do you know this? Like you know that.
Oh,
She's
because
BSing.
well, no, because my husband studies all this stuff. He's of Viking heritage and he knows all the pagan
Oh,
gods,
wow.
and we have discussions. And yeah, he would have killed me if I got that wrong.
Yeah, Stefan got it right, Shelley got it right, and Scott got it right. So
Oh,
God.
So
We have a
Stefan,
brilliant audience.
that's what I was gonna say. So our Facebook tribe out there actually probably have about 3 points themselves at this
Yeah.
moment. Very good, live watchers. Y'all chime in. So right now the score is Steve's team 4, me and Jenny is 3, and Rona's team on the board with 1. And the Facebook group, we're gonna give you guys 3 points. So y'all are tied with me and Jenny. Everybody say, no, you gotta do it loud because I can't. Okay, Rona, who's representing for you?
Okay, we'll start over in the rotation. So Melissa's up next.
Okay, Melissa. Make it stand, girl.
Make it quilting related.
Yeah.
I started to, but then it would have been too easy. In 10-pin bowling, how many strikes in a row do you need to achieve a perfect game? A, 10, B, 12, C, 13. Once again, the question is, in a 10-pin bowling, how many strikes do you need to have a perfect game? A is 10, B is 12, C is 13. Everybody segregate your answers. No one speak. Melissa, make me and Jenny don't call brilliant or BS, baby.
Okay, I'm saying A because my high school boyfriend was in a bowling league and I spent every Saturday morning at the bowling alley watching him bowl.
Okay, so a part of this game is if me and Jenny need to, we can interrogate. I'm
Okay.
going to assume this would have approximately been in maybe the 80s,
Very early 80s.
very early 80s. Bowling was popular then.
Yes.
We're going to call brilliance. And your answer was A, 10. Everybody show your answers. Ooh, close, close, close. Oh, snap. It's B. Kathy, what was your answer? Do you get to steal? You had A. Nobody gets a point. Did anybody on Facebook get it right?
no,
And I actually believed myself, to be honest.
it sounded
I
good.
You're right,
believe
too.
you.
That was
If you're
good.
telling the story, I'm like, okay, we're probably close in age. So I'm thinking that was probably in the 80s and bowling was popular in the 80s.
You
You
needed
had-
people. This question and the Viking one, or the God of War question, you're giving them to the wrong people. My grandmother ran a bowling alley for like 30 years.
You're the team captain. You assigned that question to Melissa. You could only blame yourself, sister. Okay, Steve, who's representing?
Let's go, Brian.
Brian, are you ready?
Go,
Ready,
Brian.
bud.
He goes, let's go, let's go. Okay, guys. Oh, geez. I don't know what kind of box this is, but I don't like it. How many great pyramids are there in Giza? Is Giza Giza?
Giza.
Giza?
Giza, yes.
Thank you. The answer is A, 3, B, 4, or C, 5. How many Great Pyramids are there in Giza? A, 3, B, 4, C, 5. No one speaks. Segregate your answers. And Brian, when you're ready to tell us the answer and how you know it, we're ready to listen.
All right, it's definitely B, guys, because let me tell you, back in the day, they did not build anything in odd numbers. It only was even because that was good luck. Seriously. So anyway, how I know that is my father-in-law, bless his soul, was a complete nerd, history buff, and he was full of information that I never needed to know. And so he was always telling us stuff like this.
That's stuff we never needed to know.
That's
Oh
right.
my God. Okay.
Wait, what
I'm
were the
liking
numbers
the
again?
even number thing for good luck. And you're saying B, and B was the number 4. It was the only even number on here. Me and Jenny are going to say you and your father-in-law is brilliant. Everybody else, show your answers. Oh, a lot of A's, a lot of A's. Okay, the answer is it's A, 3.
Brian, I worked with you too long. I knew it when the first sentence came out. I said, let me tell you guys.
Kathy, I thought the same thing. I was like, he's probably lying. But when he pulled out that even number, I was like,
was good.
"Ooh,
That was
that,
good.
that was a
fun.
good
Hey,
fact.
I was
That
reaching
a
there.
good fact.
That was good.
Scott got that right on Facebook.
Oh, good. Good.
Okay, so that
But
means
I'm pretty sure it's the opposite. They did everything in multiples of 3.
really. Okay, so Rona's team got a point that time for the steal. So they have
I thought we
2.
got 2 because Nancy got,
I did
got
it
right.
too.
You only get 1 point for stealing,
Oh,
everybody.
Okay,
We tried,
Okay.
Rona.
I know.
You all have 2 points. Steve's team has 4 points. Lisa and Jenny have 3. And Facebook, Steve said got it right, so we're going to give them a point. So they're at 4. So the
Got it.
viewers are
Speaking of
tied with
butts.
Steve's team. So me and Jenny and Rona's team, we got to get moving. Okay. Whose side is it? Rona's side?
Yeah.
Who's going?
Yeah. Okay, so Nancy's up next if we're continuing our rotation.
Rona? Okay.
All right.
No
No
pressure.
pressure, Nancy. Okay. According to legend,
Oh,
Brian will get this right because he knows. According to legend, which of King Arthur's knights had the purest heart and was therefore able to attain the Holy Grail? A, Percival, B, Lancelot, or C, Galahad? Now I'm going to reread it. According to legend, which of King Arthur's knights had the purest heart and was therefore able to obtain the Holy Grail? A, Percival, B, Lancelot, or C, Galahad? Everybody segregate your answers. No one speak but Nancy. Nancy, when you're ready, you give us the answer and tell us how you are so smart.
well, they say. No, I'm just kidding. So I remember reading out loud, being that I have 4 sons and I homeschooled for almost 20 years. I remember reading this out loud to the kids when we were doing ancient history to medieval history to present day. We always had these books that we went through. So I'm going to go with, oh, I got to get my number, my letter, don't I? I'm going to go with
Yeah.
B.
You're going with Lancelot.
Yeah.
I'm liking the fact, I do know that is true. You did homeschool your boys,
I did.
but I don't remember in school. I don't think, well, I was raised in the mountains. We probably didn't do this.
You're too busy bowling.
That's it.
Girl, no.
We were making
Oh,
Yeah.
moonshine.
We were an hour and some away from a grocery store. We did not bowl. We just knew that it existed. Okay. I'm going to call on some assistance. Brian, help Jenny decide whether Nancy is brilliant or full of BS.
Trust me, it is full of BS.
Okay. So
Ain't no way she knew that.
we're gonna flip on Brian and we're gonna say Brian is right. Nancy's full of BS. Nancy's, put your answer up one more time.
Hang on.
B. Lancelot. Everybody show your answers. Oh,
It's a
okay.
mixture.
Let's see. Oh, it is C.
Ah.
Thank God.
Galahad.
Galahad.
Ah,
So, with that being said,
read too many
thank you,
books.
Brian. Lisa and Jenny get a point. Did anybody
Dang
on the
it.
house team get C? Oh, Kathy did. So
I got
y'all-
to see.
you get still a point. Sorry, Melissa, you're on the losing team. Nancy lost it for you.
Wait a minute. Our team got a point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, 'cause Brian got it.
So
You
Yeah.
go, Brian.
Audience got it correct as well.
Yeah,
Can we,
just for-
since Lisa and Jenny called a friend, can we call a friend?
hey, we're up for rule breaking in this bunch. Sure. Rona, did you say our Facebook group got a point?
They all got it right.
all of them got it.
They're using Google. I think they're looking.
I think they are too. I was going to say that.
Oh,
Okay.
Gail, Stefan, Shelley, and Scott all answered C.
Okay, well, that
Yep.
gives Facebook 5 points, Steve's team 5 points, Lisa and Jenny 4, and Rona and Nancy and Melissa are sitting at 2.
I'm going to turn off the comments on Facebook for a few minutes
oh no, why?
because they're tied with my team.
We don't
Oh,
want to have. That's wrong. Okay, who's up?
You just said
Me.
break the rules, Steve. Do it.
Our turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve's up next.
All right, let's go, Kathy.
All right.
Bring it home.
Okay.
Okay, Kathy. Oh, you can do this.
Oh,
Ah.
no.
In the Disney adaptation of Sleeping Beauty, what does Princess Aurora's name mean? A, heavenly angel, B, beauty, C, the dawn, D-A-W-N. I'm going to repeat it.
Okay.
In Disney's adaptation of Sleeping Beauty, what does Princess Aurora's name mean? A, heavenly angel, B, beauty, C, the dawn. Everybody segregate your answers. Remain quiet. Kathy, when you're ready, tell us the
I-
answer and tell us how you know the answer.
Well, I will say B because I know this answer because I work for Springs and we license the Disney product. And so I know all about Princess Aurora and what it means.
Mm. Mm. Oh, okay. Rona,
Yes.
I'm going to give y'all a chance to steal for 2 points. 2 points.
2 points.
The 3 of you, Nancy, Melissa, and Rona, discuss real quick whether or not Kathy is full of BS or she's brilliant. Me and Jenny will not take a point. This is going to be between you 3 and Kathy.
She said B.
Yes.
She said B. The choices was A, heavenly angel, B, beauty, or C, the dawn. If she's right, they get 2 points if you take this
Ooh.
challenge. If they're wrong and you get it right, your team will get 2 points.
Okay, so here's my thought process. I chose B because the name of the movie is Sleeping Beauty. And but also you could easily go A because Aurora, as in the Aurora Borealis and the heavenly lights. So, but I went with B for the
Talk
So,
to Nancy and Melissa.
Nancy and Melissa. What did you go with?
I was between A and B also. Because of what the words mean.
Well, and I have been consistently wrong, but I picked C because I felt like B was too obvious. But I felt like, she's sleeping. Is she sleeping till dawn?
Well, this is Disney though, and Disney is very
Obvious.
obvious for kids movies.
Okay,
Well,
Kathy's
then-
answer was, what'd you say, Kathy? B?
Make beauty.
Rona,
obvious.
does your team want to let it roll for the 1 point chance and we go to normal play? Or do you want to roll the dice, tell her she is full of BS?
I have 6 kids. My BS monitor is saying this is BS, but I could be wrong again.
What do y'all want to do? Decision.
I don't know. My gut's telling me that it's B. But so, all right, but we got a better chance if we do. It's a 2/3 chance if we say BS. So I guess we'll go with BS.
You're going with BS, and you're
Yeah.
saying the right answer is what then? A or C?
A.
A.
Okay, Steve and Brian, go ahead and show your answers. Oh, so Kathy and Brian is B, Steve is C. Rona, Nancy, and Melissa are going with A. For 2 points to the good or 2 points to the bad. The answer is, everybody show me your answer. No, I mean, Steve and Brian, show me your answers again. The answer is C, the dawn.
Ah.
I did smell the BS.
No,
Wow, I know when you said you smelled the BS, I was like, oh, she's so right.
Melissa. So none of you guys get a point.
Oh, wow.
Melissa, you could have stole had y'all not went for the 2 extra points. How did social media do?
Becky got it correct, and Becky goes woohoo. And what was C? Was it Heavenly
So
Angel?
Dawn. The
Dawn.
dawn.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Becky. I think Becky's the only one that got
I'm
it
gonna
right.
tell you, I would have
No,
went with B.
Scott, Stephen, and they all got it right. Yeah, Scott, Stephen got it right.
Wow.
I would have
Oh,
went
I'm
with
sorry,
B.
guys. Yeah, it went up to 3 minutes. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I would have went with B just because, like you said, Disney's obvious.
Right.
But when Kathy said that about fabric, I was like, do they really care what's on that fabric? Or are they just selling some fabric? I was like, I
We're
was watching.
supposed to know about it.
Well, I
You
was
both of
watching.
us got it wrong.
I was
I know,
watching Brian's
right?
face to see if Brian was going bull crap.
I didn't know what I was right. Oh, maybe I'm right.
Okay, so only Facebook got a point that time. Steve, I hate to tell you, but they're moving.
They're
to-
ahead.
They're at 6. Steve's at 5. Rona, you're still at 2. Me and Jenny, we are at 4. Okay, guys,
Mm.
this is the last question.
Uh-oh.
Hold on,
It
let me
is
see if I
going-
can delete comments before we go any further.
This is going to be a it's going to be a 5-point question,
Ooh, snap.
which means the trailers can still win because that would give them 7 points. How
Oh.
this is going to roll is everybody's on their own,
Oh.
but your points tally. So, for instance, if Rona, Nancy, and Melissa get this right, they could potentially get 15 points.
Wow.
If only 2 get it right, it's 10 points. 1 gets it right, it's 5. And I'm going to be the one that gives the answer.
Oh.
Mm.
You all
Oh.
get to decide whether I'm full of BS or if I'm brilliant.
Can we switch out Jenny Dawn for Vanna White? I don't like her rules.
That's funny.
Jenny's got her hand over her mouth right now. Okay. Oh, this is so funny. Okay. What is the capital of China? A, Hong Kong. B, Shanghai. C, Beijing. I'm going to read it again so y'all can get your answers correct. What is the capital of China? A, Hong Kong. B, Shanghai. And C, Beijing. Everybody ready?
Yes. Mhm.
So those of you that's watching on Facebook, one of you being Scott, I know you're watching, you can hear me. Scott, you're going to be the one that is actually going to call me BS or brilliant. Everybody else on Facebook, Stefan, Becky, and all the other names, you guys get to tabulate points for your team, but Scott's going to call either bullets or brilliance. Okay? Tell Scott to give me a thumbs up. Here we go. So the answer is B. And the reason I know that Shanghai is the capital of China is because back in the early 2000s, I used to do a lot of trade in regards to corn, wheat, rye, all of this stuff. And because of the time difference, I was a part of this group, and we would have to get up literally in the middle of the night to discuss what the open market prices was on these particular things like metals, everything. And though I'm an early person, I hated it. And I always complain that why the is Shanghai the one dictating what time we're up? So the answer is B, Shanghai is the capital of China. So you all figure out your answers, no talking. Steve, let me know when Scott says either I'm brilliant or full of BS.
You better hope Scott hasn't stepped away.
Scott's not stepped away. Scott's here.
So we haven't seen anything from him though.
He's coming. Scott.
Come on, Scott.
Is Becky there?
Becky
Yes.
is here.
Tell Becky, BS or brilliance?
Oh, wait a minute. Scott just came
Oh,
in.
Scott. Okay, what's
Yeah.
Scott say?
He's going with BS.
Scott's saying BS. Everybody show your answers. B, Shanghai. The answer is B, Shanghai.
Oh, I thought it was Beijing.
No, it's C,
It's C. I was like,
I was going to say, I know that's not right.
Beijing. I thought it was Beijing, but I was like, dang, I don't even know. The story is correct, but I could not remember. I used to, I'm like, why are we on Chinatown? Okay, so all of y'all got that right, correct?
Yes.
Okay, how many on Facebook then, Steve? Because if more than 3 got it right on Facebook, they're gonna win.
3.
3.
oh,
3 got
Stefan,
it right.
Is it a
Stefan,
tie?
Karen, and Shelly got it right.
Yep.
So they got it, they win.
They
They
got,
win.
Is
They
it a
win, they
tie?
were up by 1.
yeah.
They win.
Oh my God.
Everybody got it right, but you, Lisa.
That's all that matters.
Why do you think when I seen that card? Because I was gonna let my brother say BS or brilliant, but he knows I don't know anything about geography and any of that. So he would have called. So I was like, okay, Scott's the most impartial that I know for sure. Oh my God. Ridiculous. So Kathy, real quick, as
Yes.
we're shutting down, how long does it take one of these cookies to make?
look, I made them.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
So how long does it take once the press goes down?
Like about 40 to 50 seconds.
Really?
And I just check it real quick.
And you
And
said
can
you
you
do
do that in
sprinkle
one-
sugar on them, or?
Yeah, these have, I put some confectionery sugar on them.
I
Look how
love it.
pretty. They're like little snowflakes.
Yeah.
Kathy,
Mhm.
can you use a regular waffle iron for that, or
It
does
won't
it
be as
have to
pretty.
be?
I don't think, because I think a waffle iron's deeper. This
Okay.
doesn't
Yeah.
look, and
Oh.
they won't be as pretty because they have like little decorations on the back too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, what is
That's-
that press called?
Um, it is. I have a Cucina Pro Pizza Baker.
Love it.
Okay.
There you
And
go.
is it doing 2 at a time?
Yes, this one you can do 2 at a time. As a kid, I did it over the gas stove. There was just one, and you'd hold it, and then you'd
Oh.
flip
I've
it.
seen those. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen those.
And then my sister bought me this, so thank God, because it takes too long for the other one.
I love it. I love it. So before we go, let's do a little Christmas memory and share a little something. Melissa, when you were a kid, what is one of your favorite Christmas memories you'd like to share? Or maybe one of your favorite gifts you got, or something favorite about Christmas you'd like to share with everybody?
You know, I just told my husband this probably 2 nights ago. When I was probably 5, my brother was 11 years older than I am, and I would not go to bed. And of course, Mom's wanting me to go to bed on Christmas Eve, and she said, "If you don't go to bed and Santa comes, he won't stop at the house if you're still awake." Well, she had my brother get out and get on the roof of our house in snow. So he's like, 16 years old. And he's stomping around going, "Oh, oh, oh." And I just lost my mind. And I went to bed, and I think I fell asleep before I hit the bed. So that was pretty extreme, but you do what you got to do.
I love it. I love it. Ryan, tell us one of your Christmas memories.
Oh my goodness. So I'll be honest. The thing that immediately came to mind when you asked the question was, I'll show my age a little bit. I might be the young duckling here, huh? I was all about some He-Man action figures, but the year I got Skeletor's Castle, there was something magical about it because everybody knows even the good guys have a little bit of bad in them, right? We all like to be just a little evil from time to time.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
It had the little speaker and everything that would made you sound like, it was awesome.
I bet you still have that and bring it out and play with it every now and
Oh, I
then.
feel certain I took it to the flea market and sold it. I was a salesman, young at heart. My grandparents would take me to the flea market. I sold every toy I ever had at the flea market.
I love it. Nancy, give us a little Christmas memory.
Oh, yes. I remember growing up. The rule in the house was Christmas Eve, I'll go to bed, and in the morning, Renee, our middle sister, because there was 3 of us, she would wake up first, like at 4 something in the morning, because she was so excited, because Santa was supposed to come. And we had to say we believed in Santa no matter how old we were. So Renee would wake all of us up. We were not allowed to go downstairs or go to wherever the Christmas presents were. And we would have to wake up Mom and Dad, and then we would have to wait. Mom and Dad would go downstairs, and then they would go, "Ooh, ah, oh, oh, ooh." The whole time they're doing this, they're waiting on the coffee to finish brewing. And then they would get a cup of coffee, and then they'd sit in their favorite seat and go, "Okay, y'all can come down now."
That's cute.
That is
What they do to us.
typical parent. Typical parents.
Yep.
That's
Oh
funny.
my God. Steve, what is one of your favorite Christmas memories?
Oh, there's so many. But I do remember the ones where we had family in, aunts and uncles who maybe we did not see very often, that were in for the holidays. And they'd spend like a week with us. And I just remember all the food and all the fun. So if I had to pick, those would probably be the ones.
Love it. Love it. Miss Kathy, what is one of your favorite Christmas memories?
Oh, I always remember this, and I tell my kids this all the time, even when they were children. So my sister and I shared a bedroom. So we had twin beds, and we put them together. She was 5 years older than me. And I was sleeping, and I opened up my eyes, and I saw Santa, and I saw his belt, and a black belt, his tummy, and a gold belt, and the gold buckle. And I turned over to my sister. I said, "Dad, Santa, is he still here? Is he still here? Is he behind us? And my sister, of course, doesn't. She's like, what? And I'm like, Santa, he was just here. He was in our room. So then come to find out that at that night, I guess we got bathrobes for Christmas, and my mother had come in and dropped the bathrobes on our bed from Santa. So I guess my imagination, I saw Santa. And to this day, I can picture it, like, honest to God. But the funny thing is, this year, I got to commission to do Santa's suit for Christmasville. So it was like, I just love making his suit just because I was like, oh my God, there's the belt, there's the gold buckle. It's just, I still have it in my mind. My imagination must have been crazy, but
So magical. I love
yeah.
that.
And then when I found out there was no Santa, I told my mother, I said, well, who did I see? She goes, I don't know, but I swear you saw him, because I'm like, how can he not be? Because I saw him.
He does exist. He does exist.
He does.
One of my favorite memories, I'm like Steve, there was so many, but this one I have to chuckle at because my grandmother on both sides, my aunts, my mom, they all sewed, right? And my mom made a lot of my clothes growing up. Grandma would make all my Barbie doll clothes and Jamie Summer doll clothes and all this. Well, I don't even know what year this was, but Mom and Dad had built a house. We had just moved in the house, and in the living room, it's probably the 70s, obviously. Yeah, 70s. The living room had red shag carpet. I mean, ruby red shag carpet. And the curtains was like velvet. Is that what you would call it, Steve?
Yeah.
Ruby red velvet curtains. I mean, y'all, now you would probably look back and think that was kind of porn like, but it was fabulous. It had these real nice white tassels that would hold the curtains back. Well, anyway, that year for Christmas, when I opened up one of my gifts, I had a full length skirt that had ruffles around the bottom, and it was made out of the leftover fabric from those big, heavy curtains. And I thought I was Scarlett O'Hara.
Oh, Scarlett O'Hara.
It was fabulous. And they made a matching skirt for my Barbie doll.
Oh, my goodness.
I was so small, I couldn't even hardly wear that skirt. It was so heavy. It sweated you to death. But oh my God, I was like Scarlett. You had to take the curtains down to make me an outfit. Fabulous Christmas, guys.
I still remember her watching her trying to walk around in that thing. It was hilarious.
I'll see if Mom's got a picture and we'll post it on social media for sure, so you all can see it. Guys, you all are amazing. Everybody out there that played the game on Facebook with us tonight, you guys here were fabulous. Jenny Doan was so excited, Rona, that you would allow her to come to Quilt Babble and hang out with you and all of your guests. Everybody give Miss Jenny a round of applause. Yay! We know she's very busy. She's tired. She's got to go. Thank you all so much. Real quick, we'll be back in January. I think I know the topic, but we won't say it in case it changes. I just want to say everybody have a Merry Christmas. Rona, take it away.
Well, first, I never got to share my memory from Christmas. And I want to say first off that Brian, you and I are the same. He-Man and She-Ra all the way. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And so one of my favorite memories to this day was when I was a kid, nobody in my family liked wrapping presents. And so my grandmother especially did not like wrapping presents. Okay, I think I bleeped out for a second. I think I'm back. Anyway, okay, something popped up on my screen. It was weird. Anyway, so so one year, my grandmother, she had me wrap everybody's Christmas presents. And then when I was finally, and I'd wrap it, and because I love doing that kind of artsy stuff and playing with the bows and all that. And then I would write who it was for, and we would put it in the pile. And then she said, wait, I got one more. And she brings me this little shoebox. And she said, I need you to wrap this one because we're going to a Christmas party. And I said, okay. So I wrapped it. And then I said, who's it for? She said, well, no name, because it's just going to be a giveaway thing. And so I said, okay. And then I went with them that weekend to the Christmas party. And guess whose name was on that present that I wrapped under the tree? Mine.
And you didn't even peek.
I know. I didn't think because I didn't know it was mine, but she would do that kind of sneaky stuff all the time, have me wrap my own Christmas present. But yeah. So yeah, this has been an amazing year. Like we've had so much fun and so many fun guests and so many fun topics. And if you enjoy the show and you enjoy watching us, please go back. All of our episodes are here on Facebook. Our episodes are up on the YouTube channel. They're on my website. And yeah, and if there's something that you'd like to know more about, you'd like to see certain guests come on, let us know. Like give us an email or comment or something, and we will do our best because we are here to inform, inspire, and laugh and have a good time. And yeah, so Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to those that celebrate, and Happy Holidays and Happy Christmas to our friends across the pond. Yeah, and if we don't see you before Merry New Year, Happy New Year, something like that. I think I need more water.
I think so. Kathy, thank you for baking for us tonight.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate it so
You're
much.
welcome.
And Brian was going to do a show and tell, but we told him he couldn't do show and tell now. But if you can see in the back, there's a bed. There's a beautiful quilt on it. Brian, just verbally tell them what this quilt is.
All right, so a very dear family friend of ours has made this quilt for us. And at the bottom, it's a Christmas tree. You can probably kind of sort of tell that it's a Christmas tree. But underneath, you'll notice there are presents underneath this tree. And I have two girls, and our family friend used to make dresses for my girls. And so she had saved scraps through the years. And so when she made this quilt, she made all the presents from all the scraps of the dresses that she's made for my girls over the years. And that's how the presents are wrapped underneath our tree on the bed.
And I love how at the top of the tree, the pillows are kind of like the star.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fabulous. It's gorgeous.
Very cute.
Melissa, good luck on your cookbook. Everybody remember Melissa, send her some recipes. And Nancy, real quick, what you got going on? What does these people need to know about before we leave?
I don't know. You kind of caught me off guard. I'm going on retreat next month.
The Melissa's?
I wish I could go to Melissa's, but that's a little too far in winter.
Wow.
Yeah, that would be nice. I've thought about it, but that's a little bit of a drive from Michigan.
You can come to my retreat down there next summer.
Yes, she'll be here in June.
Oh,
You all
One of
heard
my
it.
groups that are coming in January is praying that they're snowed in while they're here. So
Melissa, can
Absolutely.
you give us the email address you want the recipe sent to?
osagehillsretreat@gmail.com, OSAGEHILLS retreat.com @gmail.com.
Cool.
And you can just
Okay.
type it out, and I'm including like your Instagram handle or your website if that matters to you. Some people it doesn't matter, but just a little perk.
Absolute.
Hey,
Okay,
Rona.
guys. Thank
hang
you
on, hang
so
on,
much.
Rona.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was that recipe that you brought when we were teaching? When you were teaching?
Oh, Mama's trash.
Mama's trash.
That is
Yeah,
in the-
and it's gonna be in her recipe book.
Okay, okay, good. Thank you.
And it's on my website. Yeah.
Okay,
and
good.
Kathy, I expect your recipe, please. If it's
No,
not,
okay, we'll do. We'll do.
and there's a little spot that we can denote it that it's an heirloom recipe.
Ooh,
So
okay. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Steve, oh, we lost somebody. We lost Kathy.
Uh-oh.
She's
We lost
connecting.
Kathy. That's all right, guys. We are signing off tonight. Thank you so much. Sorry we ran late, and we definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all. Merry Christmas, guys.
Bye.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Bye.
Christmas.